and you're here for a talk entitled Abusing XSLT for Practical Attacks. Your speaker is Fernando Arnobaldi.
Thank you. Hello. Thank you for coming today, and thank you, Blacka, for the invitation. My name is Fernando Arnobaldi, and I work as a security consultant and researcher for IOActive. I would like to show you today how XSLT implementations are vulnerable to multiple practical attacks. For that matter, the very first question that I would like to address today would be this one. Why are we talking about XSLT? A couple of years ago, I was working with Ariel Sanchez, a coworker from IOActive, on a penetration test, and he discovered an external entity expansion attack. They're pretty common. We are here this year at Black Hat, we have 2 presentations related to those type of vulnerabilities. So I decided to explore a little bit more about the topic to learn a little bit more about XML, schemas, and XSLT, who somehow all these technologies may work together. The objectives of this talk is to analyze how these weaknesses can be abused. I like the idea of having a presentation where you could have practical things to abuse, and hopefully this will be the case. And you will see how the different implementations can be abused. So whether you are reviewing code, and if you're looking for security issues, from time to time you may come across XSL files, XSLT files, or XML files that are related to XSLT files, which may be vulnerable. Or if you're developing XML or XSLT, that would be directly meant for you. Or eventually, if you're trying to abuse something that is using this type of technologies. The thing about this is that processors are still affected by these flaws. As I was researching for this, I reviewed different programming languages, and for that matter, there are different books that you can use. And when it comes to XSLT, I couldn't find valuable information. So today I will be talking about 5 issues that hopefully will help you to make the confidentiality and the integrity of the applications using this technology a little bit less secure if you're able to get your hands on this. And the good thing is that all the flaws that we'll be talking today that will be exploited on the implementations, these are how the implementations were created according to the standard, supposedly. So no antivirus will be detecting what we're going to show today. So quickly going through the agenda, I will tell you a little bit how an attacker will be able to use this, how we'll be able to identify who's the target, and then I will go through how numbers may be used either to steal money or to affect the integrity of the information, how random numbers may get the applications insecure, they may be predictable. I will bypass the same origin policy on a web browser using XSLT, and finally I will talk a little bit about information disclosure through error messages. So briefly, I will start saying about what XSLT does, how we're going to use it to attack the implementations, and how we could eventually identify who's our target in here. So, as I was saying, XSLT is a language that was created along with XML, and is commonly used to transform XML documents. So receive as an input an XML document, it produces as an output a new document, which could be, again, an XML, a text file, or an HTML document. When this was created, they thought that, okay, it would be cool to have the XML data here, and if we have something that transforms the information that is contained on the XML, a programming language, we could have the clients to automatically process the information that is here, and we do not need to do this on the server side. So the first version that was created was XSLT v1. It should be noted that versions in here didn't mean a different thing than the common pieces of software in here. V2 adds more functionality over v1.